I just moved, so it's a perfect time to set up my bookshelves together. Hi, I'm Lacey, I love to read. Thanks for coming to my channel. I just moved, so it's time to put all my bookshelves back on my bookshelves, all my books back on my bookshelf. And so I have two bookshelves. I have this white one. I have a little green one over there that we're gonna start with because that is my favorites bookshelf. So that should be really easy. And then we're going to get it together to work on this one. I think it's gonna be really cute. So let's get started on my favorites bookshelf, which is the green one. Okay, so in the past, this bookshelf has primarily been my favorites. And so I think I'm gonna keep it that way because it's the only one kind of separate from my other bookshelf. I only have two, but it's separate and I get to see it more because it's by my couch. So we're gonna keep doing that. But the top shelf will always go to my favorite author. So gotta get all my Frederick Bachman books out. So of course, I have the Beartown series, which will go first. I don't even know which direction. I think it's this direction. And that's kind of maybe the wrong order. I don't know. And then we'll put A Man Called Ove. And then the tried and true Anxious People at the very top. Now that we got that one settled, now we're gonna move on to the next one, which is going to be another favorite series and kind of favorite like subgenre, which is Greek retellings. So we have A Song of Achilles and Circe. Amazing. And they'll go here. And then we have the Wolf Den trilogy, which is here. So that'll be next. All those books are different sizes and one's a hardcover. Isn't that fun? So now we got the top two figured out. It's kind of blank up here, so I might put something there, but I'm not sure. But next we're gonna do one of my favorite romance authors, which is Kennedy Ryan. So I have the Kingmaker duology here. And then the first two books, I think it's called the Skyland series, but before I let go, and this could be us. So we have all those. I have the cutest special edition. It's beautiful. So I'll put that there. I'm actually gonna move it down to this one because I just like that better. The thing is, I was going to put ACOTAR on here, but it doesn't fit, so there's just really no point. But I'm thinking this series by Laura Pavlov, it has really pretty sprayed edges, and I wonder if they'd all fit like when they're all done here. I have three right now. I have to go pick up the next one actually. Okay, I have them all. Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna be beautiful. Also, the first one looks so off in color, but it's fine. Maybe I'll go when I go to pick up the next one in the series, see if this one's there, looking a little less off. But that's gonna be beautiful. We still have two more to fill. This one and this one. So I'm thinking this last one can be kind of like books from my childhood a bit. Even though the new Hunger Games are not from my childhood, they make me think of my childhood. And then Peter and the Starcatchers was one of my favorite books as a kid. So I'm gonna put them here. Then I just have one left, but I don't know exactly what to do with it. Maybe I'll go work on the big one and then we'll just keep this one in mind. But so far we have my favorite author at the very top, Frederick Bachman, and then one of my favorite subgenres, which is Greek retellings. Then I'm gonna have the Honey Mountain series by Laura Pavlov here with the beautiful sprayed edges. And then my girl Kennedy Ryan, who's amazing and such a great author. Then this one is a question mark. And then down here is like books from my childhood or that bring me back and just make me very nostalgic. So that's that. Okay, you can barely see me, but it's fine. So we're here at the big bookshelf and the bottom I kind of hide away. You can't even see them, but I'll hide them back here. The books that I just don't know how I feel about, if I want them displayed or not. And I have to use that space so I don't have no space at all. So we're just gonna put some books back there. And so honestly, they're just the books that I just don't think about as much, but I don't know if I want to get rid of. So we're gonna start putting those back there. Some of them I keep for like nostalgia. Some of them I just keep for funsies. I don't know. This bottom shelf is gonna be the romance books that I like, but I don't love as much as the other ones. And so like all of these books are like, they were good, but I don't put them as high esteem. So I'm gonna put them here and I'm gonna go through them all. And Beach Read is great, but I just don't need it with my top books. Those are all my faves. Those are all thrillers. fantasy and historical fiction. Those will be a whole nother world. Okay, let's see what's going on up here. Oh, these are good ones. Okay, I think I got it figured out a little bit. So I got the whole bottom section. Typically what I do with the bottom section is I do the rainbow thing with it, okay? So in order to do that, I need to find if I have any purple books. Okay, that's kind of purple, leads into pink. I should probably do it like this. Pink books can go at the end. Okay, we got pink books all the way down there. Then we got leading into purple-ish. I have so many blue ones. Red, an orange one, yellow, greenish blue, blue. These are all blue. Goodness gracious. Why are they all blue? Sorry, if you're hardcover, you're kind of messing up the vibe. Ta-da! Rainbow. It's beautiful. Okay. It's not the most beautiful rainbow because I don't have enough of like the colors that would make it a really pretty rainbow, but it's fine. It's all fine. It's not a big deal. Next shelf, I think, is going to be, because I kind of want the middle one to be like faves. So all of these need to go here. So here are gonna be the books, the historical fiction and thrillers that are good, but not my faves. So let's get those figured out. Ta-da. Good, but not my faves. Let's just put this here for now, okay? Just so they don't fall over. These are historical fiction that are good, but not my faves. What if I did this cutie patootie to make it stand up? So now we have those, which are good or not my fave. See, the thing is, I love the look of the Addicted series. However, I don't think they need like a permanent special spot because they aren't like my faves to that extent. Also, I don't even think they're in the right order. It's kind of cute. It's kind of ugly. We're gonna let it go. But ta-da, I think the shelf is done for now. Cute. Actually, I think I like it. We're on to the next one. I'm gonna fit all of these here, all these faves here. And then I'm going to put like my top ones on this top one. And then we're gonna see, because that can always switch out. But let's put all of these together. So I do have some hardcover for these, which is annoying, but it's fine. This, ta-da. Books, smushing books. This can go on here because that's kind of cute. Okay, I did some different stuff. So let's go down a little bit. So here I put my favorite romance and then my favorite thrillers. And then I decided to make the whole bottom one historical fictions I really, really enjoyed, and then the ones I loved, because I think it makes sense to put them together. And then I have this room, if I need to put them here. And then, yeah, I'm liking how it's turning out so far. So now we get to the last row, because the top row, I don't think I ever showed you, but it's Taylor Swift, my girl. It's all 2L notebook, Torture Poets, a cute little matchbook, My Little Friend. Isn't he cute? And then my perfume, crystal given to me by someone very special, my chapsticks that I love, and then this just holds random stuff. I have this adorable thing. I decided to put the little bunny rabbit right there. Cutie. Top shelf. So I'm trying to get into fantasy, and so I think ACOTAR could probably go here. And then 7 Year Slip is like one of my favorite books right now, and so I think it deserves to have its own little spot. I do also think it could go on my other bookshelf, but right now I have space, which means I have room to grow, which is the whole point. Decided this is where I'll just have room to grow, and then I can move things around. But let's give a little tour of how it's looking. Thank you so much for helping me set up my bookshelf. I had a really fun time, and I'm excited for how it looks and how I now have room to grow. And I'll see you in the next video.